I'm at the Saigon Bahn Mi here in East Vancouver. I'm going to pick up one of their Vietnamese subs, but I'm also going to pick up some extra subs because I'm going to Crystal Mall. There's a barbecue place that serves fantastic Chinese barbecue. So I'm going to have some roast pork in a Vietnamese sub, and I'm also going to have roast duck in a Vietnamese sub. So got to go in here first. So this is a regular place where I pick up my Vietnamese submarines all the time. So this is how they load up the sub here. I got the special sub. I think it's got 3 different kind of meats in there. And it seems like the subs are getting bigger again. I think they were smaller for a while. Now they're going back to the big size. So this is my go-to place for the Vietnamese sub. I found this place, I can't remember how many years ago, a few years ago. Oh, they're fast over here. So they get lots of cucumbers in there. And special sub here is $8, which is reasonable. And you get the cucumbers, you get the hot peppers if you want, carrots, which has been has a bit of vinegary flavor. You get the cilantro. These girls are fast. Look how fast they make these. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that. Oh, they wrap it up and they get their fantastic stuff. They get the fantastic stuff. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. That's fast, that's fast. Look how fast these girls are. That's faster than fast food. So when I go to Crystal Mall, I'm going to get some roast pork and roast duck. I'm going to stuff it in these submarines. I'm not trying to learn the secret of how to make it. I just want to have a look at these. Look at these ones. Look at that. Look at that. There's my bag of extra submarines in there. They got 6 of them. They fill up with this sub for $8. This is my go-to place for Vietnamese submarine. Now I'm on my way to the Crystal Mall. There's a nice barbecue place inside the mall there near the supermarket. So I bought some extra submarines here, submarine buns. So 6 for $11. So I'm gonna get some Chinese barbecue meats. I'm at the Crystal Mall here in Burnaby, BC. So I'm at the Top King Barbecue. I got my Vietnamese submarines in here. I'm gonna get some roast pork and some roast duck and make a fantastic submarine sandwich. Today I'm gonna pick up some roast pork and roast duck. And then they also have some char siu with barbecue pork. I hope they give me a couple pounds from this piece here. It looks nice, well fat with lots of meat. It's got a nice spices on the back. Some ribs too.
Sauce.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm going to.
Roast pork's very good here.
Yeah, I'm doing a video on it. I was here last time. Yeah, very good. Này用cái chấm à, cái chấm à.
Wow.
Well, who like gift who like yes.
Yeah. Good.
Vietnamese sub, my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have bread or whatever with it. the best roast meats in all Vancouver. Thank you. 好吃，最好吃。最好吃嘅。I just finished picking up the barbecue meat from the Chinese barbecue place. Look at that, look at that. This is the roast duck. 2 boxes here. So you get 2 boxes of roast duck for, I think it's $35. Look really moist. The skin is really nicely roasted. It's going to be really good, I can just tell. And then I got some roast pork. So roast pork, the skin has to be crispy, so it's well marbled. So you got the fat layer here, and you got the meat. So it looks really good. And they cut a hole in the box so that the steam comes out so that the skin stays crispy. Look at that, look at that, look at that. You can just tell the meat is really, really nicely done, nice and moist, crispy skin. I had the guy at the barbecue place cut my submarine in half. So I'm just gonna load it up with the roast pork. So I loaded up my submarine here with lots of roast pork. It's gonna be a nice roast pork sandwich. You don't need to put mustard or ketchup in there. Just the flavor of the roast pork in this Vietnamese submarine. That's a terrific sub, just with the roast pork. Don't put any condiments, don't put ketchup, don't put mustard. The flavor of the roast pork will stand on its own. So I made a mess. Sorry about that. These are Vietnamese bun to fall apart. But still no excuse for me.
Yummy food, yummy
very
chicken.
Good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. The barbecue guy cut the submarine widthwise. You can still have the duck and then just eat the submarine or have a mini sandwich, which is what I'm going to do right now. You can tell the duck is nice and fresh because it's still hot. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Ooh. I'm going to load up a mini sandwich here. I'm going to be having dinner later on, well, soon. But I'm going to have the duck sandwich right now. Oh, nice fatty piece. Look at that, look at that. Wow, lots of flavor in that duck. Mini duck sandwich. So put a couple slices of bread. I'm going to have this for a snack before I go home and have dinner. Oh, look at that, look at that. This is a mini duck sandwich from the barbecue place. The bread is from the Vietnamese sandwich place. Very tasty. So in the old days, the restaurants and the bars used to have the BYOB policy, bring your own bottle. So here, it's BYOB, bring your own bread. That sandwich is so moist. The meat is tender and juicy. You gotta have this. Today's recipe is for Chinese roast duck. Now this duck was mistaken for store-bought. The secret ingredient is a sugar called maltose, which is produced by fermenting grains such as barley, rice, or millet. So this maltose sugar gives a duck a glossy skin and makes it slightly sweet. Now it's time to check out my Chinese roast duck recipe and tell me what you think. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. So we're going to put inside the duck the marinade. So we have some barbecue sauce here. I like this one by Cumcumber. So we're going to put about a tablespoon and a half of barbecue sauce. Then I'm going to put a tablespoon and a half of this
Chinese sauce, it's chu ho paste. So this is a soybean based sauce as well. So is the barbecue sauce. So you can use any kind of soybean based sauce. You can use hoisin sauce as well. Put about half a dozen pieces of ginger here. So just drop that in. I'm going to put a teaspoon of sesame oil in there. Put some light soy sauce, maybe a tablespoon or two. So just mix the ingredients together. So here we have a young duck. It's about 4.5 pounds, roughly 2 kilograms. So I washed the duck in cold water, rinsed it off, including the inside. So I'm going to put some of this sauce inside. I'm going to put the sauce inside the duck with the ginger. So just stuff the duck with the sauce. Gives it nice flavor. You can use other kind of sauces like hoisin sauce. So I've got 3 stalks of green onions I washed. So I'm just going to stuff the 3 stalks of green onion into the duck, into the cavity. So this is for flavor. So you're not actually going to eat the green onions, it's just for flavor. So I'm just going to seal the cavity. You can use a wooden skewer or metal skewer, or you can also leave it without skewering. But I like to keep the juices inside. Just put some of the leftover sauce over the surface of the duck, just to give it some color and flavor. I get this metal contraption to hang the duck. So I got the duck basically hanging by the wings here, so you can see where I inserted the metal skewer or the metal hanger. So now I'm going to put 3 cups of water, boiling water. So I'm going to put some of this maltose in. So maltose is like a kind of sugar, I guess. I first ate maltose when I was in Hoiping, China. So it was like a candy on a stick. So this is what it was. So maltose is very sticky. So when I had the candy, it was like this. It was very sticky. You can use honey if you don't have maltose. So I'm just going to spoon some of the hot water in here into the jar. That's basically one jar is equivalent to 1 cup. I kind of dissolve part of it first. It might stick to your wok. So I'm just going to simmer it at low heat right now. So I'm going to put a half cup of white vinegar. So now I'm going to put in half a cup of black vinegar. So you can go with all white vinegar, but I put half a cup of black vinegar. It's slightly sweet, so it gives it a more complex flavor. So just put that in there, the black vinegar. Hold your duck over the wok and ladle some of the boiling water over the duck just to seal in the skin. Go both sides. On the front too. All over the front too. Now I'm just going to let the duck hang for about half an hour, then I'm just going to put it in the fridge for 24 hours. So you can see when you hang the duck, it's just going to dry out the skin. So the duck has been in the fridge for 24 hours. I took it out about 2 hours before cooking. So as you can see, the skin is nice and tight. And it's really dry, so it's going to be real nice crispy roast duck. So now we put the duck on a tray. So the bottom doesn't touch the tray. It's going to have more even cooking when you put it on a rack like this. So the duck is going to be cooked slow at 320 degrees for 3 to 3.5 hours. And it's going to have a real nice crispy skin, and it's going to be really moist and tender. So as you can see, the skin is really crispy. and the meat is really moist and tender. So there you have it. Crispy Cantonese roast duck. Enjoy. Thanks for checking out my video. And please give me a thumbs up. And be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel. And please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese cooking channel.